Here in Deep Cove in North Vancouver, where black bear sightings are common, the animals moving through this green corridor coexisting with humans. Doesn't always go well, however. Garbage left out can result in nuisance bears, and then dead bears. Provincial statistics show hundreds destroyed each year, more than 8,000 total over a 14-year span. Black bears in BC are also killed through hunting, 5,000 a year on average. Other pressure on the animals comes from having their dens in trees destroyed by logging old-growth forests. Despite all of this, the province says the species is not currently rare, threatened, or endangered in British Columbia, with between 120 and 160,000 black bears spread out across all corners of the province. The reassurance and the numbers are a source of debate, though, between advocates, provincial scientists, and First Nations.
The estimate of 120 to 160,000 gets repeated over and over and over again in the press. And yet, if you ask the government where that number comes from, they cannot produce any kind of data to back that up.
Frankly, I'm now of the mind that the pursuit of a single population estimate for a single point in time in BC is not something that we should pursue. Instead, I think we should focus on setting objectives for the animal.
BC's estimate of its black bear population is now 20 years old. So, is a new, more modern survey needed to determine if populations have dramatically changed? And if so, what new measures are needed to ensure the health of BC's black bears? First Nations want this taken seriously, considering the cultural and ecological significance of the animal.
So the bear is part of our origin stories for some families, and why it's so important to talk about the bear and to talk about the old growth, because without the bears, they wouldn't get the old salmon carcasses to the old mother tree roots that are 1,000-year-old trees.
Advocates say this conversation can only happen with accurate data.
I want some more pressure on the government to address this big knowledge gap that we just don't know how many we have. We don't know if we're hunting too many, if we're killing too many through conflict.
The argument against a total population survey is that it would need to be massive, meaning costly. Resources could be better deployed for helping orphaned cubs, reducing human-bear conflicts in backyards, but also farm fields, protecting bear dens, and managing the black bear hunt.
Can we minimize the number killed just because it's a good thing to do and not have these animals killed in conflict?
While advocates continue to push for better data around black bears, all sides of this debate agree that people in BC should be aware of the animals and do their part to try and help avoid destroying them over issues within our control. Chad Pawson, CBC News, North Vancouver.